It's a great pleasure. Let's start laying down. Have a gentle start for today. Find a place on the floor. Push all away what you don't need right now. Bring your arms next to your body, your legs nice and long. Maybe you want to put one hand quickly on your belly, on your thighs, on your chest, on your arms, to make sure you can find this moment in your Savasana, in this pose of integration, in this pose of relaxation, to connect with your sensations. Taking a huge, big inhaling from your nose, with your exhale, a beautiful, nice little sigh. Softening in your skin, feeling the heaviness of your bones, your head, your arms, your spine, rib cage, your hips, your sacrum, your legs, and your toes. Softening in your muscles and feeling this touch your skin. This tissue defining your body, visible from the outside and touchable from the inside. This beautiful membrane defining your shape, your form, connecting inside with outside, outside with inside. Feeling how this skin touches you from the inside. And you touching your skin from the inside. And how your skin touches all what is surrounding you. Feeling and sensing this connection. All what is happening outside is happening in you. And all what is happening in you is happening outside. We have this funny idea, we can hide. We can keep it all personal. We can cut off and be invisible. And in fact, it all has an impact. It all resonates. And the more you allow yourself to be visible for yourself in all your attitudes, in all what we do, the more you will be able to see what is happening in this world. So feeling this connection, you are connected with yourself, connected with this world. Feeling this vibration, you are. This unique vibration. No need to be more special than you are. Everyone and everything is unique. You will not find the same flower. It's similar and it's unique. So nourishing your uniqueness and allowing this incredible, vast variety who exists in this world to blossom like you're allowing yourself to blossom. Letting go this constant pressure of needing to be somebody, something special. You are who you are, beautifully connected. And feeling this connectedness while we start to move, while we start to practice. Bringing your arms over your head and closing your legs, giving yourself a really sweet, tender, nice stretch. All the movements you feel spontaneously happening. Stretch them out, hugging your knees towards your chest, rounding your spine. Gentle good morning to your body. Bring your legs towards the ceiling, pointing with your toes, exhaling, flexing your feet, inhaling, pointing your toes, exhaling, flexing your feet, inhaling, pointing your toes, exhaling, flexing your feet, inhaling, point, letting your legs opening towards the side, flexing your feet, inhaling, pointing. Flexing your feet, inhaling, point. Flexing your feet and stay there for a moment. Pressing your sacrum into the floor, releasing your lower organs, releasing your pelvis floor. Breath. Inhaling, bring your legs back. Bending your knees, open your arms like a T towards the side, release your knees towards your right side, gaze over your left arm, gentle twisting, pressing your shoulders into the floor, gaze over your left arm, feel how your chest is opening gently. Can you feel this stretching in your skin? This whole membrane covering your being. Inhaling back towards your neutral, exhaling your knees to your left side, gaze over your right arm. Inhaling, coming back with your knees in your center, hugging your knees towards your chest and squeeze your body. Make yourself really nice and small. Inhaling, plant your feet hip width apart onto the floor, your arms on your side. Sweep your arms over your head while you're lifting your hips, warming up your front side, feeling your skin from your fingertips into your palms of your hands, your chin towards your sternum. Lifting your hips a tiny bit higher with your inhaling. Exhaling, bring your arms back, bring your spine back onto the floor and pulling your left knee towards your chest while your right knee stays where, right foot stays where it is. Open up your hip, plant your left foot on top of your right knee. Help with your left hand to opening up your hip towards the side, flexing your left foot. Bring your arms next to your body, rooting down from your feet and open-legged, one-legged bridge here, lifting your hips up towards the ceiling and lifting your arms, making a fist and releasing your fingers. Lifting your hips a tiny bit higher, making a fist with your hands and releasing your fingers. Opening your arms towards the side like a T and lifting your hips even a tiny bit higher. Exhaling, rolling back down onto the floor and planting your left foot back. Lifting your right knee, hug your right knee towards your chest while your left foot is pressing into the floor. Feeling this release in your pelvis floor, your lower organs. Breath. Open your right hip, plant your right foot on top of your left knee, flexing your foot and help to open with your hand. Your left hand pressing your left hip down, your right hand helping to opening your right hip. Make sure you do not press on your knee, never press against a joint, taking the fleshy part. Press, bring your arms next to your body, rooting down your left foot, lifting your hips and bring your arms over your head. Palms of your hands facing up, lifting your hips even a tiny bit higher. Stay with your hips where they are while you're working with your arms. Exhaling, bring your arms next to your body. Stay high with your hips. Inhaling, bring your arms over your head. Exhaling, bring your arms back next to your body one more time. Inhaling your arms over your head, palms of your hands facing up, lifting your hips a tiny bit higher. Exhaling, stay with your arms where they are and rolling back onto your spine, vertebra for vertebra, feeling this sweet little stretch in your arms pit, in your shoulders. Plant your foot back onto the floor, lengthening your legs, giving yourself a really sweet, nice little gentle stretching here, pushing with one heel, grabbing your wrists. Inhaling, bend your knees towards your chest, rounding your spine, squeeze your body. Bring your hands under your knees and take some rock and roll on your spine. Back and forth, warming up your spine, feeling it until your shoulders, sits bones, becoming a nice little breath in rocking forward and back. One more time. You come onto your sits bones, plant your feet onto the floor, hugging both of your knees and bring your elbows meeting your knees, your hands in front of your face, and plant your hands on your face, your roots of your thumbs meeting your eyes. Letting yourself, turning your awareness towards yourself. Soft touch of your eyes. Feeling this vast open universe you are. This idea of separation, letting it fall apart for a moment. Breathe. Releasing your hands, come back in your sitting and taking a seat. So you want to crossing with your legs. Sukhanasana, when this is part of your practice, or you always remember you can bring your feet soles of your feet together like this. Bring your arms on your knees, closing your eyes, rolling back your shoulders, rooting down from your sits bones. And we want to take pranayama, speeding up a tiny bit, warming up in our belly. So we want to take the fire breath, taking a big, 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 big inhaling. Everyone knows it. Let me see if there is somebody new in the group in cyberspace. Everyone knows who is fire breath. Just in case you never practiced before fire breath, you can open your mouth when you want to start with your fire breath. For some people, it's a bit more difficult finding this movement from your nose and your breath. And you want to exhaling while you're sucking your belly in, like sucking your belly in, taking in, exhaling, inhaling with your nose. And then you're closing your lips and you start with your exhaling and inhaling, like while you're sucking your belly in, you're pressing the air out, and your inhaling becomes more spontaneous and automatic. So taking a big, 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 big inhaling, exhaling, releasing. Inhaling halfway and taking a round of fire breaths. Take a big, big inhaling, holding your breath in, making a fist with your hands and press this fist in your inner groins while you're exhaling, pressing these fists and releasing your hips. Stay empty for a moment. Inhaling, release, bring your arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head, making a fist pointing with your thumbs, releasing your shoulders. From the Kundalini practice, they say it's a very cleansing breath when we take a fire breath in here. So you want to opening your arms. I'm a bit too wide open. You want to open your arms like 60 degrees while your thumbs are pointing up, taking a fire breath here, taking a big inhaling. Exhaling, empty your body. Inhaling halfway and take a round. Inhaling long and deep, holding your breath, bring your thumbs together, meeting your thumbs, holding your breath, holding your breath. When you're exhaling, opening your arms and exhaling as if you can cleanse your aura, releasing your arms towards your side. One more round. Inhaling your arms over your head, making a fist point with your thumb and releasing your air. Taking one more big, big inhaling, filling your body, rooting down from your seat, releasing your shoulders. Air. And one more round, fire breath. Inhaling halfway and taking your fire breath. Taking a big inhaling, holding your breath. Bring your thumbs together, holding your breath. Stay, stay, stay. Releasing your shoulders, holding your breath. Opening your fingers with your exhaling, as if you can cleanse and clear your aura. Releasing your arms. Bring your hands in front of your belly. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel and sense your body, your energy. Reaching forward from your arms, rolling over your knees. Find your tabletop, knees, hip widths apart, hands, shoulder widths apart. Taking a couple of cat-cow breathing. Soft in your wrists, in your elbows. Rounding your spine. Inhaling, gazing forward. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, gazing forward, curling your toes under, lifting your knees only 2-3 centimeters. Staying here, rolling back your shoulders, lengthening your spine, your heart between your hands. Really stay with your knees, only 2-3 centimeters. Feeling how this liberates in your inner groins, activating your heels. And let's take one fire breath round here. Inhaling fully. Exhaling empty. Inhaling halfway and take a fire breath. Inhaling. Hold your breath. With your exhaling, you're lifting your seat, taking a big exhaling. And find your downward facing dog, pedaling your feet. Breathing gently, fully feeling your skin opening up by the warmth of your breath, by the stretching of your body. Inhaling, bending your knees, flow in your child pose, your hands opening, palms of your hands towards the ceiling, releasing your forehead. Walking your arms forward while you stay in Balasana in your child pose, pushing with your seat back, finding this long, nice stretch on your side. And then you're planting your fingertips onto the floor, creating a nice little dome with your hands. Feel this movement in your shoulder blades. Plant your hands back onto the floor. Come back in your cat-cow breathing. Inhaling, gazing forward. Exhaling, rounding your spine. Inhaling, gazing forward. Curl your toes. Lift your seat in your downward facing dog. Stay here for a moment. Spreading your fingers. Playing with your fingertips. So every little corner of your fingertips wanna pressing into the floor, and really play with one after another, that you feel these fingertips. Lifting your hands, spreading your fingers, you're rooting down from your wrists and lifting your fingers, rooting down from your lift, literally lifting your fingers, your palms of your hands. Exhaling, planting your hands back onto the floor. Come into your high plank, walking your toes back. When you need a bit more distance, release your knees, release your toes, chin, chest, meeting the floor, elbows glued to your body. Inhaling, sneaking forward in your mini cobra, pulling your hands towards your heart, big toes touching, inner thighs rolling towards the ceiling, reaching with your arms towards your side, lifting your chest. And you want to start making nice little circles with your arms, pressing your belly button, your pubic bone into the floor, circling your arms. And change direction, letting your arms, making some nice, really big circles. Your fingers spreading wide. Exhaling, releasing, planting your hands onto the floor, turning your head to one side, softening in your shoulders, softening in your belly, in your chest. Making sure your big toes touching, your inner thighs rolling towards the ceiling, that you have your belly button, pubic bone pressing into the floor, creating a nice little dome with your hands, your fingertips pressing into the floor, and you're lifting your chest, rolling back your shoulders. 10 toes pressing into the floor. Your chest is opening up. Breathe your arms in line with your shoulders. Breathe, your neck is nice and long. And we want to take a nice round of fire breath here. So you're massaging your belly against the floor, that you can find more length in your lower back. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, release. Inhaling halfway and take a fire breath. Inhaling, hold your breath, lifting your chest. Exhaling, softening, turn your head to the other side, letting go your fingers, softening completely. Bring your hands under your shoulders, pulling your hands towards your heart, lifting your chest, curl your toes, find your downward facing dog, stretching out your lower back, releasing your neck, making some really nice funky faces with your face, easing this holding back, this hiding, wearing this mask, breath, letting go, rooting down from your wrists, the roots of your hands, lifting your hands, palms of your hands, spreading your fingers wide, feeling this movement in your shoulders, breath. Releasing your hands, come back into your high plank, release your knees, release your chin, chest, meeting the floor, sneaking in your mini cobra. Breathe, rolling back your shoulders. And now you want to walk your hands towards the side, fingertips pressing into the floor, your elbows in line with your shoulders, making sure they are not too far away and not down and not too close. So when you're lengthening your arms, you're planting your hands under your elbows, big toes touching. Maybe you wave a tiny bit with your lower back, with your seat. to making sure you're pressing your pubic bone, your belly button into the floor while you're lifting yourself up with your inhaling, exhaling, softening down. Inhaling, 10 toes flat into the floor, like your fingers. Exhaling, coming back down. Repeat in your breath, expanding your breath. Exhaling, coming down. 3 more times. Inhaling. And your last time. Inhaling, stay. Rolling back your shoulders. Opening your chest. 1 fire breath round. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling, releasing. Inhaling halfway and inhaling fully, exhaling, coming down and bring your hands in front of your forehead, letting down. Feeling your skin, connecting with Mother Earth, Father Sky. Breath. Bring your hands under your shoulders, lifting your chest, downward facing dog, paddling your feet. Breathe, lifting your heels, bending your knees, lengthening from your arms. Exhaling your heels towards the floor. Inhaling, lifting your heels, bending your knees, shoulders rolling back. Exhaling 1 more time. Inhaling. Exhaling. Step your feet together, your right leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling. Exhale. Step your right foot between your hands. Long runner's lunge. Bending your front knee, rolling back your shoulders, lengthening your spine. Exhaling, swing your right leg back, lifting up towards the ceiling, step your right foot, meeting your left, changing side. Inhaling. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands, long runner's lunge, gazing forward, pushing with your heel. Exhaling, swing your leg back, lifting your leg. Exhale, planting your foot back onto the floor, changing side, right leg. Inhaling your right leg, come into your high plank. Exhaling, bending your knee and plant your right knee on the outside of your upper arm. Stay here for a moment. Exhaling, stepping back, find your high plank. Exhaling, knees, chin, chest, or if you feel ready, you can take already Chaturanga, Dandasana, whatever feels right for you. Exhaling in your downward facing dog, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling. Stay, come into your high plank, gazing forward. And then you bring your knee on your upper arm, staying here for a moment. Breathe. Breath. Exhaling, step your foot back, high plank, knees, chin, chest, or Chaturanga, Dandasana, whatever feels right. When you come down, pull in, making sure in any variation, you want to stay with your feet rooting down. When you're lifting your feet, you're falling more into your lower back. So try to stay with your toes. Any what you do, if you do this, or if you do knees, chin, chest, stay with your toes, connecting with your toes while you're coming down Exhaling in your downward facing dog, rolling back your shoulders, your neck nice and long. Taking two more. And one more. Inhale. Exhaling, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, walking your feet forward between your hands, gazing forward with your inhaling, lengthening legs, lengthening spine, exhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana, surrender, and feeling the stretch in your skin, in your muscles. Please stay bent in your knees when you need. Inhaling, gazing forward, come in your standing, arms floating over your head, prayer in front of your chest with your eyes closed. Release your arms, sweep your arms over your head. Sun salutation, exhaling, folding forward. Step your right foot back, long runners lunge. Do not overstep here. So you wanna opening your chest, opening your inner groins, exhaling, downward facing dog, inhaling, high plank, exhaling, knees, chin, chest, or Chaturanga, Dandasana, inhaling, this is it. Exhaling, downward, facing dog, step your feet together, your right leg towards the ceiling, exhaling, step your right foot between your hands, long runners lunge, inhaling, very lightly, you step your foot meeting your left, inhaling halfway, folding forward, Uttanasana, one breath standing. Exhale, bring your prayer in front of your chest, release your arms, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling, exhaling, folding forward, long legs. Step your left foot back. And here what we do very often, we kind of stay here. You want to opening up to your maximum, stepping back, downward facing dog, inhaling high plank, exhaling knees, chin, chest, Chaturanga, Dandasana, inhaling cobra, upward facing dog, exhaling in your downward facing dog, left leg lifting up, inhaling, exhaling, step your left foot, long runners lunge, inhaling, step lightly, your right, inhaling halfway, folding forward in your exhaling, one breath standing, exhale, bring your prayer in front of your chest, release your arms, inhaling, sweep, exhale, folding forward, step your right crescent moon lunge. So first you're opening your inner groins, release your knee, release your toes, inhaling, exhaling, planting your hand, step back in your high plank. Exhaling, knees, chin, chest, Chaturanga, Dandasana, exhale, downward facing dog, right leg, inhaling, exhale, step your right foot through, long runners lunge, release your knee, your toes, crescent moon lunge, inhaling. Exhaling, your hands gaze forward lightly. You step your foot, meeting in front. Inhaling halfway, folding forward in your exhaling. One breath standing, inhaling. Exhale, bring your prayer in front of your chest. Release your arms. Sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward. Step your left foot back. Long runners lunge. First opening. Release your knee. Leslie, you can stay here. You don't need to lift your arms. And then from here, you're stepping back in your high plank. Release knees, chin, chest. Take Chaturanga Dandasana. Take your variations. Inhaling, you knowing me all. So you always find your way. Downward facing dog. Left leg. Inhaling. Exhaling. Step your left foot between your hands, long runners lunge, release your knees, lifting your arms, inhaling, exhaling, your hand step your foot lightly, inhaling halfway, folding forward, Uttanasana, one breath. Exhaling, bring your prayer in front of your chest, breathe. One breath, one movement, releasing these constant thoughts, judging, making it right, making it wrong. Step your feet together, Utkatasana, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling, exhaling, folding forward, arms along your legs, sweep your arms over your head, releasing your shoulders, reaching from your heart. Breathe. Breath, breathing in front, folding forward, Uttanasana. Breath, stay here for a moment. Breath, bend your knees, step your right foot back, open it 45 degrees. Trikonasana, left hand inside your left foot, right hand on your right hip, opening your torso, and then you're opening your arm towards the ceiling. Breathe. Lengthening both of your legs. Breathe. Breathe. One more big inhaling. And Anna, see that your head is the extension of your spine. This is, yes, wonderful. Breathe. Breathe. Inhaling as if there is somebody pulling you up, come into your standing, walking your back foot a tiny bit more in your back, bending your front knee in your second warrior, opening shoulders, opening your hips. Palm of your hand flipping open in your reversed warrior. Inhaling in your second warrior, releasing your elbow, lifting your left arm towards the ceiling. Your right hand comes on the side, palm of your hand facing up, opening your chest. And then from here, you want to reaching with your arm over your head. So what we do very often is come inside ankle, we are collapsing forward. So you want to stay open with your chest. Breathe. Inhaling, bring your arm back, come back in your second warrior, bending your front knee, windmill your arms forward, take your toes with you, gazing forward, stepping back, find high plank, knees, chin, chest, chaturanga, or you're lifting up in your downward facing dog when you want to skip the work from your core. Breathe, stay. Spreading your fingers, your neck nice and long. Breathe steady, breathe strong. Bend your knees towards your chest, gaze between your hands, stepping, hopping, walking forward. Inhaling halfway, folding forward in your exhaling. One breath in your standing, exhaling. Bring your prayer in front of your chest with your eyes closed for a moment. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, swing your legs, arms along your legs, lifting your prayer, shoulders, chest. Where is your belly? Bring your belly in, tailbone between your heels. Bend your knees a tiny bit more. Bring your tailbone a tiny bit more under that that you do not fall in your lower back, smiling in your heart. One more big inhaling, exhaling, folding forward, melting forward in your Uttanasana. Breath. Bend your knees, gaze forward, stepping back, your left foot 45 degrees, Trikonasana, right hand inside. So you want to opening your chest while your back foot is pressing into the floor and your arm flows over your head. Didn't bring something to drink. Breathe. Your neck is the extension of your spine. Breathe. Can you feel your top of your head connected to your tailbone? So you do not want to let your head floating to one side or the other. This triangle, this beautiful spiral in your spine. Breathe. Inhaling as if there is somebody pulling you up, opening your arms, and then you want to walk just 2 centimeters, your back foot or your front foot. You want to open a tiny bit more in your legs, bending your front knee, releasing your shoulders. Shoulders releasing a tiny bit more, pulling. Breathe. Breathe. Palm of your hand flipping open, reversed warrior, stay bent in your knee. Breathe, bending your front knee a tiny bit more. Breathe. Inhaling back in your second warrior, release your elbow, stay open, your hand facing up, helping you to make sure your torso stays open. First, you bring your arm gazing towards the ceiling, opening your chest. And then you reach with your arm over your head, making sure you do not collapse in your shoulder forward. Breath. Breath. Inhaling, coming back in your second warrior. Windmill your arms forward, take your toes, plant your hands, step back in your high plank, knees, chin, chest, or if you like, you simply come in your downward facing dog, breathing here. Find your harmony in your breath. Breath. Inhaling, coming back into your high plank and lowering down onto your belly, reaching forward from your arms and releasing for a moment, melting, connecting. Belly button, pubic bone, pressing into the floor, lifting your thighs and lifting your heart, making sure your shoulders staying down. What we do very often is bringing shoulders up lightly, Breathe, your thighs lifting, your heart opening. Breathe, and we want to take one more round of fire breath in this beautiful variation of your locust. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, release. Inhaling halfway, massaging your belly. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, bring your hands in front of your forehead, releasing down. And waving with your tailbone one side to the other side, releasing this tension you might create in. Bring your arms back under your shoulders, lifting your chest, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Utkatasana, fierce pose, bending your knees, sliding your arms along, releasing your shoulders, gazing. Bending your knees, breathe, opening your arms towards the side, palms of your hands facing up while you stay in your Utkatasana. Exhaling, your right arm crossing your left arm on top, stay in your Utkatasana, and you're taking a few eagle arms. Release your neck, stay with your neck, legs nice and strong. Breathe. Breath. Lifting your elbows with your inhaling. Exhaling, lengthening your legs, folding forward. Stay with your eagle arms, releasing your neck. Breathe. Breathe between your shoulder blades, in your belly, in your kidneys. Bending your knees, gazing forward, and you want to lifting yourself up one more time with your eagle arms, releasing your arms, sweep your arms over your head, straightening your legs, exhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana, Utkatasana, arms sliding along your legs, bending your knees, opening your arms, palms of your hands facing up. Breathe, shoulders. Breath. And you want to bend your knees, Pauline. And you want to start with your left. Did we start with left? We started with right. Please changing. I'm sorry, I always forget. Lifting your elbows, gaze in line with your fingers. And then you're releasing your neck, resting on your upper arms. Reaching up from your elbows, folding forward in your Uttanasana. Breathe. Breathe. Inhaling, bending your knees, lifting yourself up, variation of your Utkatasana. Exhaling, releasing your arms, sweep your arms, lengthening your legs. Exhaling, bring your prayer in front of your chest. Is your eyes closed? One balancing pose, eagle pose, stepping your feet together, gaining strength, bending your knees, lengthening your right leg while you're lifting your left knee. Plant your left knee on top of your right. Maybe you can wriggle it around your calf muscles. If this hurting in your hip or in your knee, you can bring your foot simply resting on top of the other, your arms on your side. Right arm, left arm, wriggling your arms, releasing. And you're standing knee a tiny bit. That's easier for your balance. Releasing your shoulders. Breathe, becoming this internal gaze of the eagle. Maybe you want to try coming into your sleeping eagle, like you're lifting your elbows. And from here, you want to bring your elbows over your knee while you're rounding your spine. So you do not want to just leaning forward. You want to making your spine nice and round, that your elbows meeting your knee. Inhaling, coming back in your standing. Plant your foot, release your arms. Sweep your arms, growing. Exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees, Utkatasana. Exhaling, bring your prayer in front of your slings in your legs. Hands on your hips, and you change side, left side, lifting your right knee. Stay really gentle in your standing leg. When you really close it, it gets very tight and very firm, and it's more difficult to balance. Like a bamboo, you are soft. Right knee on top, wriggling around, left arm first, right arm, and you're bending your knees. Breath. Breath. Maybe you want to come in your sleeping eagle, hugging forward, rounding. Belly comes in. Breath, breath. Beautiful, nice, wonderful. Breath. Space your next inhaling, slightly coming up. Plant your foot back onto the floor, arms on your side. Sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward. Utkatasana, arms along, lifting your prayer, rounding back your shoulders. Breathe. Breathe. Folding forward, lengthening your spine, bending your knees, create a nice little table. Breath. Exhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana. Maybe your hands can resting on the floor in front of your toes. Maybe you need to take a block, or you stay bent in your knees. You're pressing your hands while you're pressing your feet into the floor, and maybe you slightly can start lengthening your legs, pressing your hands, pressing your feet, releasing your shoulders, your neck nice and long. Breath. Breath. Pressing your hands, your left foot into the floor, and you're lifting your right leg towards the side. Exhaling, planting your right leg, lifting your left leg towards the side. Maybe it only can lift 2-3 centimeters. Maybe it doesn't matter. This lifting up is for some people really super intense. Breathe. Exhaling, planting your foot back onto the floor, bending your knees, gazing forward, stepping back, hopping back, floating back, or
Whatever you would like to do, we can meet here in downward facing dog. Breath. Bend your knees, guys, between your hands, and you want to hopping forward on the outside of your hands, opening your feet 45 degrees. So you're hopping forward, open your feet 45 degrees, gazing forward, and you're bending your knees. You can stay here, working like this. That's a really nice pose. Shoulders opening, chest, spine long, and you start to opening in your hip. Or you want to try to come into an arm balance. So you're walking your hands between your feet. You're lowering down your seat. You're pressing your hands, lowering down your seat. Your thighs meeting your upper arms, gazing forward. And then from here, you're walking your toes forward, walking them forward. While you're pressing your hands, you're lifting your chest. And eventually, you can lifting your legs, gazing forward. Breathe. Whoops, I'm falling back. And Ilse, gazing forward from your chest. Gaze forward from your chest. This is easier, and breathe. Gazing forward from your chest. Beautiful. And lengthening your legs. Look at this. Breathe. And you're slowly coming down, sitting on the floor, lengthening your legs, pushing with your hands, your flesh to the side. Paschimottanasana. Inhaling your arms. Exhaling, folding forward. Remember, bend your knees when you need. Belly meets your thighs. Do not overstretch in your lower back. You stay long in your spine while you're folding forward. Inhaling, gaze forward. Exhale, come into your sitting, letting your legs opening towards the side, your hands behind your seat, lifting yourself up. So maybe you simply stay here and you're closing your eyes, letting yourself help to open your inner groins with a nice long spine. Very often what we do is we open legs and we are falling in like this. This does not help you. So please bring your hands behind you. We have here some tendons, they might be really tight for many people, and you really don't want to hurt yourself. You find your maximum for today, your toes pointing towards the ceiling. Stay, people, used to the practice, and maybe with a tiny bit more opening. You can bring your hands in front of you. Do you guarantee your spine is long? Maybe you even can walking your hands even a tiny bit further away. I always like to grab my big toes with the peace fingers. This helps me to stay open in chest, having this tendency to folding forward. But you can find really your own style, your own way. You're closing your eyes, softening, melting forward with your eyes closed. And if you stay with your hands behind your seat, it's completely fine. It's belly breathing, chest breathing.
One more big inhaling. Wherever you are, coming back in your sitting with your hands, lifting your knees, closing your legs, bring your legs in front, one more, Paschimottanasana, arms over your head, folding forward. Can you feel a difference? Breathe. Very often this helps to liberate tiny bit of tension we are holding in lower belly, in hips, and you can folding forward a tiny bit easier. Inhaling, gazing forward, exhaling, coming into your sitting. We want to take the fish pose. So you're walking, your legs staying long, your hands on your hips, and then you're releasing yourself down, walking your elbows under your shoulders. So if you want to take the traditional fish pose, you want to sit with your hands on your seat. Elbows, this is helping you that your hands do not sliding away and your elbows staying. When you're relatively new to this pose, please take this variation. If you want to have an alternative and getting a bit more stronger, so you're making sure your shoulders are under, your elbows are under your shoulders and your hands are free. You're reaching forward from your balls of your feet while you're arching your spine. Gaze with your heart towards the ceiling. You always can stay here when this is good enough. Or you're lowering down, your top of your head comes towards the floor, closing your eyes. Breathe. So if you would like to take an alternative, you're folding in your fingers, point with your index finger, lifting your leg. And you stay here. Breathe, steady, strong. One more big inhaling. With your exhaling, pressing your elbows back into the floor, lifting your chest and come down onto the floor, reaching with your arms over your head, giving yourself a really nice stretching. Bend your knees towards your chest, rounding your spine, squeezing your knees. Bring your legs towards the ceiling, arms next to your body, and you bring your right leg in your eagle legs, your right knee on top of your leg, wriggling your feet around. Very often this is easier for many people. Opening your arms like a T towards the side, and from here you want to scoop with your hips 2 centimeters towards your right side, and you're lowering down your knees towards your left side. Gaze over your right arm. Breathe. Feeling this wonderful stretch in your lower back, in your chest, softening in your belly. When this is too much, obviously you can take one other spinal twist. With your next inhaling, you're coming back with your legs towards your center, releasing your legs, planting your feet onto the floor. Stay with your arms where they are. Bring your hips back in your neutral. Lifting your legs towards the ceiling. And now you will bring your left leg on top of your right, wriggling your arms around. And from here, you want to scoop your hips 2 centimeters towards your left side. And you're releasing your knees towards your right side. This scooping towards the other side helps that you do not over twist in your sacroiliac joints. You want a twisting in your spine and you do not want to bring pressure on your sacroiliac SI joints here, where your sacrum meets your spine, very tender, these joints. And we have this tendency, specifically practicing twisting in yoga, to hurting them. So you do avoid hurting your lower back. Releasing your shoulders, soft in your arms, in your fingers. Open your chest, breathe, releasing your rib cage. One more inhaling. Breathe your exhaling, coming back into your neutral and planting your feet onto the floor, lifting your hips a tiny bit and scoop your hips back into your neutral, lengthening your legs, your arms next to your body. Maybe you want to grab some socks, some jumper or a blanket to keep yourself warm. Savasana, arms, shoulders, neck, nice and long, closing your eyes, softening in your face. Do you still remember how you started? We started in Savasana. So take just a nice little check-in. How did we start? How do you finish? Integrating all these changes. Wetting your lips with your tongue, swallow. Release tension in your jaw muscle, in your face, and reconnecting with the sensations of your skin. This beautiful membrane defining you, your unique shape and form, your unique energy, your unique style, your unique way of expressing yourself. Softening, like when you're walking in nature, seeing all these beautiful flowers. They look very, very, very similar. They are not the same. Like we are looking very, very similar, having arms, legs, belly, head, eyes, ears, nose, hair. We are all unique, your uniqueness, letting it flowering. As you allow every flower you see flowering and blossoming in its uniqueness. Soft. Letting go. And gently and slowly, as it is the first time in your life, you're taking a really nice big inhale. Softly find your exhaling, your lips gently open. And with this inner movement, you're finding the first time in your life your fingertips and your tips of your toes. This beautiful play with your fingers, with your toes, moves maybe into a stretching, into a touching. And when you feel ready, you can folding in your knees towards your chest and roll towards your right side. With your left hand in front of your chest, press yourself up and find a comfortable seat. Can be kneeling, cross-legged, lotus, half lotus, any pose you feel is adequate for you. Right now, planting your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your chest and letting yourself internally celebrate your uniqueness, blossoming your uniqueness. And we want to finish and seal this practice with one deep, long sounding Om, starting with a big inhaling. Thank you very much for practicing yoga with me this morning. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you very much.